So in this video we will discuss about all of the etched runes and rank them in a tier list depending upon how good and useful they are. And etched runes are particularly the best of their kind, having the most impact on players' progression and playing style. So choosing the right rune is very important. So starting off with this video, then first etched rune is Arrow of Echoes. And this is the main weapon rune which increases your main weapon damage by 100 at normal rarity. Then attack damage plus 100 on fine. On rare, it makes it so that main weapon skill have a higher chance to spawn. Then on epic, when firing more than 4 projectiles at once, they have the chance to form a web. On legendary, we get the diagonal arrow as the starting skill, and then at mythic, main weapon skill have a greatly increased chance to spawn. And all of these abilities make it one of the best runes in general, especially if you use the Oracle Staff. Main weapon is the most important thing in the game, and with the extra diagonal arrows and a higher chance of getting tracking eye, puts this rune on the very top of the list and in the S tier. Then second rune is the Pulsing Orb, the etched rune for the circle build, which at normal gives plus 100 circle damage, at fine it gives attack damage plus 100, at rare the skill have increased chance to spawn, at epic the circle pulses shrink and expand, and then at legendary circle trail deals damage to monsters, and at mythic circle skills have greatly increased chance to spawn. And this orb is my personal favorite, even though I use the main weapon rune the most, but this etched rune comes in handy whenever I am against a boss battle, especially in the tower. And this is even good for PvP arena, so this damage and high functionality takes the Pulsing Orb to rank 2 and tier A. Then the third rune is the Elemental Domain, which is the main elemental rune, and this increases the element damage plus 100, attack damage plus 100 for fine, and at rare the elemental skill have increased chance to spawn. Then at epic, when enemies fall from elemental damage, it has 30% chance to form an elemental area for 5 seconds, and enemies in that area take elemental damage. Then at legendary, elemental domain lasts 10 seconds with increased damage, and at mythic grade, elemental skills have greatly increased chance to spawn. And this rune is a decent pick in elemental heavy builds, but overall, it really only has a use in map with multiple minion enemies. And outside of that, it struggles pretty hard. Just because of that, it gets to rank 5 and the tier B. The fourth rune is Sprite Save, the main rune for the Sprite build, and this one also has same damage increase and increased spawn chances for sprites, but its main skills are on epic, being when hero is hurt, sprites have a chance to trigger clones that last for 5 seconds, and at legendary, for every additional sprite or sprite clone, monsters in battle take 5% more damage. But if you know my playing, I always despise anything that requires us to take damage. So this particular rune does not play any significant role in either PvE or PvP. So it gets to rank 6 and tier C. And then next we have Sword Strike Split, the main Sword Strike rune, and again, same old strike damage buff and increased chances. But main skill comes at epic, where Sword Strike has a chance to split into 3 mini strikes when they fade, and on legendary, Sword Strike have a chance to split into 5 homing strikes when they fade. And this works like a powerful chip style attacking thing. The split swords though does not have a major impact in PvP, but normal chapters with multiple enemies have big use of this skill. So for that, it goes to rank 4 and tier B. Then last etched rune is Meteor Split, the main meteor build rune, and its main powers are at epic, where meteor drops have a chance to split, and at legendary, the split meteors will bounce forever. This is very underrated rune, pretty much like meteors in general. They are definitely not in comparison to orbs, but still very good and versatile. And this gets it to rank 3 and tier B. And yep, that is it with the list. Like I always say, the lists are always going to be subjective and biased. And moreover, the best rune for a player is the one that suits their playing style the most. We all have different styles and therefore can have different opinion, so do let me know about your tier list in the comments below. And while at it, join the Discord server from the pinned comment. Thanks for watching, just keep grinning and aura is mine.